Hey, welcome everyone. I'm here with Steve Zalunardo, new friend I
Oh, how
made
you
in
doing?
yeah, what's up, man? Good morning. New
Good
friend I
morning.
made in Southwest Florida. Steve uh, is a Canadian, still a Canadian, but he's living now in Southwest Florida in the Estero, Naples, Fort Myers area, and he's opened his own brokerage down there, which got me very interested in what he's doing and what he's seeing in terms of deals. And they're selling. He's got some cash flow opportunities, and there are opportunities in Southwest Florida that I didn't know about. So I wanted to see if he could come on a call and share that with us. But I also wanted him to share his story because I think it's unique, and I think a lot we can build some trust with who he is and who he was and what he's doing now. So Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so obviously born and raised in Canada. We've been selling real estate on a very high level, top 1% in Canada the last 10 years. I have a small sub branch office still in Vaughan that operates with my business partner and associate Mike Gaddy. So that's based out of Woodbridge area. So we still run the north office, and then I'm down here building the south office here. So what we did, we came down on an E2 investment visa, and we're building the four pillars of real estate. So number one, phase one was the real estate office, which we did. Phase two is property management company, which we've done as well to kind of compensate for the houses being purchased from clients for investment, so we can kind of like a one-stop shop it.
Yep.
Third phase is building, like home building, which we did one last year. We're like now it's a little bit tough now to sell with the market being like a sort of like a sideways like not much appreciation, a lot of inventory, which is making good opportunities for buying, to be honest. And then phase four is going to be the investment arm, which is basically assembling money for repurposing land or multi-units. So came down on a bunch of things. People are going to ask why I moved. If you know, Canada was obviously we did quite well there with investments and everything. I think at the end we saw the light at the end of the tunnel ending back in 2022, even earlier than that. So we made a shift, and then we down here you're seeing a lot more opportunities where you can come hit the ground running. You can start building right away, assemble a crew, get off the ground. Like just for example, the house we built in Cape, we got from dirt, like raw dirt to millwork, like kitchen in 70 days. Like that was the speed that we assembled. Yeah, it was unheard of, right?
I, I love seeing some of those houses under construction because I mean I built two at home and I'm like no basement, slab on grade. I'm like me and four guys can put this together in like 3 months. Like let's go.
It's amazing, but you know, so it's all concrete blocks, so that takes a little bit of while. Then they have the concrete beams for the headers and all. But the slab is very structurally engineered, like for the hurricanes
Of
and everything. So
course.
there's a lot of work going into that, like almost like a commercial unit up north, and probably much more advanced, right, with everything here. You have to put lightning rods in the side of these walls, obviously. So it's pretty cool. It's been fun for sure. Yeah.
It's interesting. So I think you represent a conversation that's been in people's minds, I guess, since the whole COVID paranoia thing. Call it whatever you want. And you're not the only one who's acted upon that. There's lots of Canadians who move to Florida, but I'm not suggesting someone should pick up and move to Florida. What I'm suggesting is, I still invest in Ontario. I'm doing well with my CMHC MLI developments. We're doing well with our small kind of starter home developments, and we're doing really well with multifamily. But I think it's as an investor, if you want to be sophisticated, you have to keep up and understand what's happening in other markets that are accessible to you. And if there's opportunity there, I'm not saying jump on it immediately, but you should understand it and make an informed decision rather than just watching what's happening on the evening news. And I think you're a good representation of what's happening there. And this is why I wanted to have the conversation. So we're going to talk about some of the opportunities that you have available for investors, kind of what the lifestyle is like, what property management's like. Maybe you can, we don't have to dive deep on it, but we know the tax situation is a little bit easier to handle and lower in the US. We can talk about that on the call too,
Yeah.
can we?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if you want me to touch on any of that or want to save it for the call, but it's a capitalist dream. Let's just leave it there. Between the Tenant Landlord Board Act, okay, you got the
Mm.
taxation's fantastic. You got the way we can get mortgages down here is so much more opportunities for investors. It's like we want you. We got fix and flip. like money that they're going to give you. They'll finance the whole project plus the renovation. It's like stuff that's unheard of because it's built on capitalism. It's not just five banks. It's hundreds of banks, thousands of banks, right? Everyone's got some sort of portion towards it, and it gives everybody
Mhm.
opportunity to make money, obviously, if it's a viable project. Yeah, so I think there's definitely a lot of great opportunity. And just one more thing I want to touch on, because the last year and a half, if you follow my social media, we couldn't promote like even just small investment properties, like mom and pop stuff we used to buy up north, like in Allison, you'd buy a townhouse for $260,000. Like a normal family can buy that and make $500 passive income plus appreciation and mortgage pay down. So it was a beautiful little product. And we sold a shitload of those between like the clients and myself between 2013 and 2016. And then 17, everything went the opposite way. So we have that very same product right now. And the good thing is at one point we had housing prices high and low rates down here in Florida, right? Like in the state. And then what was happening is when the rates got jacked up, we had no more passive income here. So we were actually cash negative. But now the good thing is prices are down, rates are still high. If you're following, like Jerome Powell still held the rates the other day. So the price of the houses have dropped 25% since the height of 21. And now we finally hit cash flow, like $400 to $500 on these small little townhouses, which is good. Like somebody just wants to get their beak wet in the market if they're not too obviously having money outside of the country worries some people. But I got to be honest, if you kind of look at the whole economy of the United States going forward, if anybody's following the cabinet meetings and all the promotion going on regarding the amount of money being brought into the US, like the amount of like promotion. So that literally they got like between $89 trillion being reinvested in the United States from all different companies and countries
Yep.
rather. So every $1 trillion is 1% GDP growth to the economy of America, which is it's the largest economy in the world by far. And now imagine adding like 8 to 9% on top of that. So I think right now we're going to be buying on a low period, which is still cash financing. So at least the property is paying you to own it. And at the same time, we're on a rocket ship right now. I got to be honest. Even the first
Yeah.
announcement yesterday, they made the first tariff deal with the UK, which finally
Yep.
kind of balances that, actually puts 10 billion in the US pocket here. And that's just one trade. So why I'm saying all this is that you want to invest in an area where the country is going in the right direction, clearly. And this is what we feel here in the state of Florida, but basically safe on the like as mentioned, the Landlord Tenant Board Act. It's just we can go through the call, but it's something
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going for it. The landlord tenant board rules are, much more in the landlord's favor. There's extra finance or much better financing options. So, for the average Ontario investor, and we have a lot of investors who follow our work who have two, three, five, even 10 properties or more. They've done well in Ontario and they're going to continue to manipulate their portfolio. But we want to provide another option for you.
Yeah, smart. Yeah.
This is not a hockey game where it's Florida versus Ontario, and if you buy in Florida,
100%.
Ontario
Yeah.
shit. Like that's not that's foolish thinking, and I want to remove that immediately and open up options. And I think Steve, you're doing a great job, and that's why I want to share. So why don't
Awesome.
we leave the rest for the call? We're going to do it. It's going to be fast and furious. If you're seeing this, you better book it now, or we're not doing this again. Uh, Thursday, May 15th, and I'm going to ask you right now. Are you okay with 7:30 p.m.?
Yeah, I'm doing my webinar. Is that the day I'm doing my webinar? Sorry, buddy. What was it?
Okay, let's figure it
Just
out.
make sure. It's oh, no, I'm doing the 14th. Okay, yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
15th at 7:30.
Yeah, that's perfect. That works great. That's a perfect time.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
you heard it from the horse's mouth from Steve. 15th, 7:30. We're gonna rock it.
Awesome. See you guys.